welcome back to the vlog. This week's video is from the Gravel National Championships here in Britain. And for the first time ever, the event is not being held at the King's Forest down in Suffolk. It is slightly further away, for me at least. It's all the way up in Scotland. It's on a very similar circuit to the Growlock, which was around the UCI series. It's starting in the very familiar place now of Gatehouse on Fleet. So going to be driving all the way up to Scotland with Ollie and giving that a tackle. So the distance for this year's National Champs is about 87 kilometers, which is very, very short. But it just means the whole race is going to be raced full gas. And speaking of full gas, the field, guys, it's pretty outrageous. We've got two riders from the Ineos World Tour team with Ben Swift and cousin Connor Swift, both of which having been previously national champion on the road. Alongside those names, Cameron Mason, obviously a very good cyclocross rider and gravel rider, and also Toby Perry, who's been winning a lot of these UCI series, and Matt Holmes, previously World Tour rider. Along with all of the usual guys that I race fairly frequently, it's gonna be a hard day out, guys. It's gonna be hard. I've been checking the weather quite closely being in Scotland. So far, it looks quite good, but let's go on with it.
It's actually not bad, I got it this year.
Yeah, this that theme song for the underdog, been underrated all day. That's why they drink a choices of Molotov, cause I'm...
Where are we going, boss?
I'm going to see what the first climb looks like.
Yeah?
Even though we kind of know because we did it 6 months ago.
Kind of know where we're going.
One of the worst 20 minutes of my life.
Number collected.
If you was the one that's ignoring us, you know the meek will inherit this more of us. This is a roll call for the overlooked and the lucked out. The quiet ones ain't know you could till you bust out like, hey!
Yes.
The chocolate packet matches your jumper.
And my bike.
You've thought of everything, haven't
And my kit. And my sunglasses.
Carbo loading.
Purple Teletubby.
Good morning. We've awoken in our lovely little hotel here in Castle Douglas, not far from the race HQ. Morning, Ollie.
Morning.
It's quite early. It's before 7. We've just smashed some breakfast. The sun is shining. Looks like it's going to be a nice day. Let's get on the road. How are the sensations? How are you feeling?
Well, I would not have minded an extra half an hour in bed, will not lie. But
Quite early, wasn't it?
at least it's only like 15 minutes to the HQ,
So here we go, the Gravel National Championships up in Scotland. As you can see, the start countdown happened very, very quickly and I missed the start. So straight into the action here, moving up because we started towards the back. So trying to make as many places as we can in this neutralized zone, pretty successfully moving towards the front, trying to avoid this neutral car who decided to slam on at this point. And getting up right up towards the front next to Ollie and Nathan Haas and the two Ineos boys, as you can see by this footage, going past these lovely country park gates that we came flying out of before this little steep section up to the left-hander where we went into the gravel. And of course, yeah, full gas this bit. I knew what was coming. I knew that the start was going to be absolutely on my limit, or if not above my limit, and so it proved to be. We actually went into this one a little bit easier than last time at the Growlock. About halfway up, I was thinking, oh, I'm feeling good. Long may this continue. And then it got very quickly, very, very hard. As you can see, trying to move up here where I could. We're doing about 500 watts at this point. Really, really intense. And I'm trying not to lose any places and trying to keep my heart rate as low as I can. But you can see pretty quickly here, I start to just lose a few places. And it's all single file, really, really just spread out across the road. And at this point, there's about 3 people behind me. A couple, including Travis Brownlee here, coming past. And I'm just desperately hanging on to this wheel for dear life, near my max heart rate. I was really hoping to make it over into a decent group, but Dan Evans coming past me here, previous national hill climb champion, really, really talented. I ended up in a group with this guy. And you can see the bunch here at this point is literally 20 meters, if that, ahead of me, with Colin McGoldrick coming past me on my right. And this bit, just the last 500 meters of this climb, I was very close to blowing, and I knew that the blow was very close. So I backed off, ended up in no man's land, and I had to wait up and very quickly two groups of three rode across to me, including Ollie, which you see us here working together quite nicely. And yeah, we made some good inroads into that gap ahead, and you can see our group of about 12 slowly thinned down throughout the race. It wasn't until Sebastian Grinley, I believe, he's a junior, he started 3 minutes behind us on the road, caught us on his own. So absolutely fantastic effort from Seb bridging that gap. And pretty much as soon as he did bridge that gap, he came to the front and started pressing the pace and kind of split the group into half, basically. Having previously won the Junior Tour Wales amongst other events this year, this is definitely a name to watch out for, and it was a pleasure to ride with him. Unfortunately, coming into the last 20k, my chain fell off and I lost the 4-man group that we was with, but not before we had worked together really well, catching about 5 riders in front of us, trying to salvage what was a pretty eventful day.
Look at that. Welcome to Scotland. How was that, Nathan?
I loved it.
Yeah?
It's just pure bike racing. It was it was a humbling reminder of how good the World Tour guys are. Cause those climb, I'm sitting at like 450, 500 and like 6Ks like that. I managed to get over with them. It was like 4 or 5 together. And then I just totally blew up to it. So I was like, I gotta learn from my mistakes. Right, all these people came back and they were like fresher because they didn't go as deep, and I was just like.
How long does it take you to recover from an effort like that? At least...
probably another season. I'll be back next year for more suffering.
If they can't beat us, they try block us, but tell them not today. I mean, losing name and
a few more things in your cargo.
I'll get you hot chocolate, you cancel that out.
Look at the shell over here.
Mate, he's absolutely cooked, man.
Cooked unit, man. 007.
How are you
Zero
feeling?
turns pull.
Good day out?
Not too bad, it's okay.
Yeah?
Got round, had a little chain drop. So
Yeah.
In the chase group. And
So where you came roughly?
maybe 11th in the end.
Oh, good ride,
Okay.
mate. Should be happy with that.
Told a few people, apparently anyway.
As a previous gravel national champion, today's course was a bit different, wasn't
A little bit harder to.
it? Yeah, nice for it to be on a serious
Oh,
course,
actually
though.
a proper
Yeah.
gravel course.
Yeah.
Rather than a sort of prolonged cross race.
A crit.
Yeah.
Would you preferred it back on the old King's Cup course or no?
No, I enjoyed today. Like, it's nice to have a change. Like,
Yeah.
like with road nationals, you get a different course every year, don't you? It's nice. I think if they can change it up a bit, maybe do it in Kildare or something next year.
Yeah.
Like, it was a proper gravel race today, Joe.
It was,
as
wasn't it?
opposed to like you say, a long,
Absolutely.
kind of a gravel crit. So
Yeah, it was good. It was nice for him to be here, and really good race today. Good weather. What more can you ask for?
Please put your hands together one more time for your top 3 in the men's elite. Connor Swift, Toby Perry and Ben Swift.
Hey, look at this. Not the colour you wanted, but good ride.
Yeah, you know, against World Tour riders,
Exactly.
getting 2-on-1s, you know, beat one of them at least.
Separated by the Swift cousins.
Yeah.
It can't be that bad, right?
Still a bit annoyed. I came into a jersey, so next year.
Next year.
Next year.
Cheers to that.
Annabelle Fisher.
Right, so guys, what a race, as you can see from that footage. It's been a few days now since I got back to Girona. I've had a few days to let the day's events kind of sink in a little bit and have a little bit of a thought about how the race went, and also look at some of the numbers. So if you don't follow me on Strava, feel free to do so. You'll be able to see all of my power. I don't hide anything. All of my rides, all my power, every bit of data. So we did the 86 kilometers in 2 hours and 41 minutes, which is, I believe, an average speed of about 32 kilometers an hour. I finished the day in a position of 20th. I wanted a top 15. I felt like I could have got a top 15 if I had ridden slightly differently. Obviously about 15 minutes down on Connor Swift, who won the race, from Toby Perry, who we spoke to a couple of minutes back, and about 10 minutes off a top 10 position. I rode about 25 kilometers of the race solo, so you can see how the 10 minutes, although it sounds like quite a long time, I would have lost quite a bit of it then after that chain drop and chasing down the group solo. In terms of power, it was just shy. I think it was 295 watts for the duration of that race. But most interestingly for me was digging into those power numbers and finding out that I had done over half an hour at 400 watts or more, which for me is pretty good, and I probably couldn't have expected myself to do a lot more on the day. Anyway guys, I had hoped to race in Switzerland this weekend, but it looks like an absolute washout. So my next race looks like it's going to be Ciotta in Girona on the 21st of this month. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Ciao.